Hey everyone, welcome back to Tuesdays with Theodore. This week we are talking about rituals and routines that we have around celebrating milestones or testosterone rituals and routines. And obviously I am not on testosterone, so I do not have anything to say about this topic at all because I don't have any routines around testosterone because I'm not on testosterone. That was a really long explanation for something very simple. I'm going to be talking about things that help me cope with my dysphoria and just kind of general self-care things that I like to do when I'm not feeling my greatest, because I feel like it all kind of ties in together. And I think it's important to note that because my gender is so fluid, I don't consistently feel constant intense dysphoria all the time. It comes and goes and it fades in and out as my gender changes all the time. The first thing that I try to do when I notice myself feeling really dysphoric is try and identify if anything in particular has triggered my dysphoria. So for example, if I was watching a TV show and there was a scene where someone with a flat chest was like blatantly shirtless or something like that, then that might have triggered me. And if I can identify that happened, then I can make a conscious decision to like remove myself from the situation or turn the television show off or something like that, and get myself away from the thing that triggered me if I can identify that, which I can't always. And sometimes nothing triggers me, it just happens to be a time when I'm feeling really dysphoric. Something that I try to do just like in general is not like invalidate any of my feelings or emotions or push them down or try not to feel them. I try to let myself feel whatever feelings I need to feel, and act however I need to act as a result of those feelings, as long as it isn't like self-destructive or harmful to other people. And that's really hard. I feel like a lot of people have trouble with letting themselves feel what they need to feel, and whatever they are feeling. I feel like a lot of I've been saying feel so much. I was saying I feel like a lot of people have trouble with letting their emotions just kind of run wild. And I mean, it's not always appropriate to let your emotions run wild, but I think it can be kind of damaging to never let yourself feel what true emotions you're feeling, I guess. And a lot of these like tips and tricks on how to take care of yourself, I guess, I feel like a lot of them try and tell you to calm down and focus on getting yourself into a peaceful mindset as quickly as possible. And I personally feel like that's not always the best thing to do. I feel like it's important to let yourself be really angry if you're really angry, or let yourself be really sad for a while if you need to be really sad for a while. So like let yourself sob uncontrollably for 20 minutes if that's what you need to do. And I find that snapping pencils in half, like just regular wooden like yellow pencils, just snapping them in half is a really good, not stress reliever, but a really good release of anger. I mean, you might end up with a lot of broken pencils if you're a really angry person like I am, but I feel like it's a little bit less expensive than punching a hole in your wall every time you're angry. But I don't know, it works for me. Running is definitely a really good stress reliever for me, and it's definitely something that I like to do when I'm really angry as well. And it's something that really helps me when I'm feeling dysphoric, because something that is like a big focal point of my dysphoria, I guess, is being physically weak, and like that makes me sound so sickly. I'm so physically weak, but not having a whole lot of muscle mass is what I mean. So when I'm running or exercising, I can like feel myself getting stronger, and that makes me feel better. And also when I'm running, I can kind of like zone out and reimagine myself looking the way that I want to, and that really makes me feel better in terms of dysphoria. And I understand that exercise isn't for everyone, and not everyone's gonna feel great when they exercise, but it's something that helps me. And I feel like I'm talking really fast right now, so I'm gonna try and slow down. I kind of feel like there's 3 different sections of like what level of self-help I'm capable of giving myself. I mean, I feel like running and exercise is like the top one, and like the one where I'm most capable, and I have like the most energy to take care of myself, I guess. And I feel like the next one would be like taking a hot shower, a bubble bath or something like that, which might seem a little bit counterproductive, I guess, if you're feeling dysphoric, but it helps me for some strange reason. I don't know why. I find showers and baths are very cleansing of the soul. No, I find them to be very calming and soothing and relaxing. And then way at the bottom, when I have no energy for taking care of myself, is, you know, lying in bed and watching 3 seasons of crap TV and eating junk food. So you know, sometimes that's all you can manage to do, and that's okay. I feel like not very much of this was actually focused around dysphoria, but I mean, I guess so. I guess it was focused around self-help, which is what you do when you're feeling dysphoric. You help yourself. Either way, I hope that this was helpful for someone, and I will see you guys next week, and I hope that you have a really good rest of your week. I feel like I haven't said that in a video for a long time. I hope that your week is going well, and I hope that your rest of your week is really good as well. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!